Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, Miss Ruiz, and hello everyone. I hope you all in a good health. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Nani Kurniati. I'm on my fourth semester majoring in English Literature at Pamulang University. In this opportunity, I will be presenting about issues reflected and related theory from the Zoo Story by Albert Albee. Before we go to the issues analysis, I will give you a little information about Albee. He was born on March 12, 1928. He is an American playwright, achieved great success in the early 1960s with his early one-act plays and the immensely popular full-length work Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. In 1958, he began to write for the theater, and his first two one-act plays, The Zoo Story and The Death of Bessie Smith, debuted in Berlin in German translation in 1959, and the following year were taken to New York. Now, I will tell you the plot summary from The Zoo Story. This one-act play concerned two characters, Peter and Jerry, who met on a park bench in New York City's Central Park. He intrudes on Peter's peaceful state by interrogating him and forcing him to listen to stories about his life and the reason behind his visit to the zoo. The elements of ironic humor and unrelenting dramatic suspense are brought to a climax when Jerry brings his victim down to his own savage level. Eventually, Peter has had enough of his strange companion and tries to leave. Jerry begins pushing Peter off a bench, then challenges him to fight for his territory. Unexpectedly, Jerry pulls a knife on Peter and then drops it as initiative for Peter to grab. When Peter holds a knife defensively, Jerry charges him and impales himself on a knife. Now, let's see the issues reflected from the story. I have two issues that I think are very obvious. The first issue is social alienation. Karl Marx describes the social alienation of people from aspects of their human nature as a consequence of living in a society of stratified social classes. The alienation from the self is a consequence of being a mechanistic part of a social class, the condition of which estranges a person from their humanity. My annihilation in this story, Jerry lives alone and he has no family and his life isn't normal. Jerry rarely talks to the other people. Jerry forces Peter to listen his life story and why he went to the zoo. This proves that Jerry needs someone to talk to, but he doesn't know how to make a normal conversation. The issue of social alienation is quoted in the following conversation. Jerry, I'll tell you why I do it. I don't talk to many people except to say like, give me a beer, or where's the John, or what time does the feature go on, or keep your hand to yourself, buddy. You know, things like that. The second issue is social class. Based on Karl Marx, social class, also called class, a group of people within a society who possess the same socio-economic status. Besides being important in social theory, the concept Similar economic circumstances has been widely used in censuses and in studies of social mobility. My analysis: this drama raised the issue of social class in an individualistic society, where Peter and Jerry have differences in their life stories and social classes. Peter enjoyed a high salary and stable family life, but Jerry is jobless and characterizes himself as a permanent temporary. These differences affect the way they view the world. Because they are of different social classes, they don't share the same experiences and thus have difficulty understanding one another. The issue of social class is quoted in following conversation. Jerry: say, what's the dividing line between upper middle class and lower upper middle class? And now we come to the conclusion from the zoo story. I conclude, drama the zoo story raises issues that occur at that time. And this issue is still happening today, where is alienation and the existence of social class very influential in someone's life. Thanks to Abi, the zoo story reminds us in everyday life where there are always Jerry and Peter characters in it. The events in this drama remind us to always be friendly and kind to anyone. That's all my presentation. Hopefully the material be beneficial for all of us. Thank you for your great attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Have a good day. Bye.